2.25 km swim, 42k bike, 15k run. This race is called Trifactor Triathlon and I was kind of unprepared for it since I had just booked out of camp the day before and I did 0 brick sessions during the past month. So will I suffer on the run like my Desiree half Ironman 3 weeks ago? I didn't have high expectations of this race, so my goal was just to test my legs and see if my training worked and to learn as much as I can for my half Ironman next month. For the triathlon, there were 4 categories: the Club Challenge Individual and Relay and the Non-Club Challenge Individual and Relay. This Club Challenge category is so that the individual and relay teams can contribute to club points. The Club Challenge athletes started 5 minutes ahead of me, so I wouldn't know if I was at the front of my category or not.
All the best, my sweet. Thank you.
The swim went as I expected. Swimming isn't my strength and I'm way slower in open water than in the pool. My watch recorded a pace of 1:59 per 100 meters. That's like a pace I'm doing drills in the pool. So as I said, there's a huge gap between my open water and my pool swim. But I was still 6 out of the water out of all 4 categories doing this distance. My time of 38 minutes wasn't far from 2nd to 5th, so I thought my swim wasn't too bad. But then I realized first place did it in 30 minutes. So that really shows I'm leaving so much on the table for the swim. But for how much I trained swimming, I think this result is not too disappointing. So I guess I haven't figured out how to swim faster in open water yet. Anyway, my effort for the swim was like 8 out of 10. I just didn't have the gears to push a bit harder. As I came out of the swim, I was running to transition with my SMU junior, Glenn. He started in the Club Challenge wave, which was 5 minutes ahead of ours, so which means he's 5 minutes slower than me. In transition, I took my time, sat on the floor, wore socks, put on sunblock and took a gel. On hindsight, I should have prepared a full bottle of ice water to drink in transition since there were no aid stations on the bike at all. So that's why halfway into the bike, I ran out of water, 2 full bottles. However, I felt like I exceeded my expectations for the bike. Since the half Ironman I did 3 weeks ago in Desiree, I adjusted my bike position, so this was the first race I could really test out my new position. Even though each loop was 6 km, had many corners and many cyclists from the other distances, sprint, standard and freshman distances, and I also got blocked by a motorbike on my first lap. Each lap was getting more and more crowded as the race went on.
Let's go, Aaron!
I probably had to shout bike ride at least once or twice every lap. So my average speed was only 39.1 with an average power of 169 watts. So in spite of all the blocking and crowdedness, this was my fastest average speed in a triathlon, and compared with half Ironman Desiree 3 weeks ago, I pushed about the same power, but I did it more comfortably this time and felt like I could complete a full Ironman at this effort. I was really enjoying my bike ride, so I think training at the upper end of my Zone 2 works. I managed to get my best Zone 2 power to 208 watts at 151 beats per minute as my last workout before I booked into camp. So I think I'll carry on this training for my half Ironman next month. Oh, by the way, if you're looking for training plans, half Ironman or running training plans, you can find them in my online shop below. For the long distance category, it wasn't draft legal. However, we shared the same course with the shorter distances, which were draft legal. So since the start, I knew there was one Filipino athlete drafting me. But after the race, my friends told me that I was pulling a peloton. I can't wait to see some race photos on my bike because I want to see how many people I actually pulled. If the course wasn't so crowded, I think I might be able to hit 40 km per hour. So that is the target for my next half Ironman. Overall, including the relay teams, I was 3rd for the bike leg with a time of 1 hour and 5 minutes. I lost to 2 cyclists from relay teams. The first one was crazy, he biked an average of 42 km per hour, quite insane for such a crowded course. So for the bike, my effort was 6 out of 10. I really enjoyed it and felt like I could have pushed harder. So for my half Ironman next month, I think I want to aim for 180 to 190 watts. And I think that should give me an average speed of above 40 km per hour because the goal is to finally break the 40 km per hour average speed. And I think I'm really close. After transition 2 is now the final leg of the race and is where we'll know if I went too hard on the bike or not.
Let's go, Aaron! Let's go, let's go!
My target pace was 420 per kilometer since I wanted to see if this pace was sustainable in the heat. And given that this was a test race, I also didn't want to bury myself and push myself to the limit because I wanted to do a workout the next day. Thankfully, my legs felt really good. I told myself to hold back, relax, and control my effort. I ran an effort of what felt like 4:20 pace in training, but the first K off the bike was sub 4 minute pace, 3:59, and that felt really easy. In fact, I thought I could keep this up and my whole run would be sub 4 minute pace. It means my run training is going to plan and I'll keep doing the same training for my next half Ironman. By the way, I have a full 1.5 hour video course on how to improve running on Buy Me a Coffee, but I think I'll make a short condensed 10-minute version for free on YouTube soon. Because of the heat, I gradually slowed down, keeping around the same effort. So at 4:10 pace, I was still able to have a chat with the other competitors. I spotted someone wearing my dream shoe, the Saucony Endorphin Elite 2. So I asked him how was the Endorphin Elite 2. He said it was comfortable. He told me I was running a good pace and I said thank you. And my slowest pace was 4:22 per km. And actually that was my target pace. So actually I was running well and exceeded my expectations. I've experienced this kind of heat last year in Phu Quoc Half Ironman, where I started really comfortable at 3:41 pace and bonked until 5 minutes pace. Thankfully this time the course was short, only 13.3 km instead of 15 km. I didn't want to spend another 2 km suffering in the heat. So what this suggests is I probably need to add run heat training into my plan and not just do bike heat training. Because I thought bike heat training would carry over to the run, but maybe it doesn't. My effort was so low for the run that I was able to pick up the pace in the end as well. For the run, I thought I had a solid performance. My average pace was 4:11 per k, even though I was aiming to do 4:20. So I was the second fastest runner of the day and only lost to a runner from a relay team. I'm really glad that my run is showing significant improvement, and so now I want to see if I can bring my zone 2 all the way to 4 minutes pace. So even if I hit the wall the next half Ironman, I could still be running 4:10 pace. I'll do the same strategy as my previous zone 2 video, just running at the top end of my zone 2 pace for each run, and we'll see if I manage to bring my heart rate to below 160 beats per minute at 4 minutes pace. If I don't, it's perfectly fine because I can't imagine doing that at all. I'd honestly be mind blown if I can. My next race is a half Ironman next month, August 31st, called Challenge Malaysia at Forest City. I'm really excited for it. If I do well there, I'll consider trying to qualify for Half Ironman World Championships next year. This year doing T100, 113 Desiro, and this Challenge Malaysia is all about testing the waters and all about getting confidence about doing half Ironmans. Next year my goal is just to complete a full Ironman and try to qualify for Half Ironman World Champs. For the next month Half Ironman, I'll be sharing my entire month of training on my membership channel because I need to focus on growing that too. But for the main channel, I think I want to do the Zone 2 experiment again and see if I can actually get 4 minute pace as my Zone 2. So catch you in that video. See you!
Third place, Mr. Bastian second, and Aaron take home the first. Woo! Okay, good job guys.